Guys, video today, and in this video we're taking a look at the amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Spider-Man figure. Now this is the box that it came in, by the way. I'm probably gonna put up a video overlapping this one of the figure actually in the box that I took, just in case I did decide to review it in the future. But yeah, I got this a few days ago. Actually, I think this is on back order at a lot of places actually, but I actually got it from a store. I did not order this. I know, surprising, right? I did not order this. I got this from Image Anime in New York City. Yeah, and I think that I took the last one. I believe that I took the last one that they had in the store. But yeah, yeah, I think everywhere else you might have to order it. But yeah, I happen to be able to get it at Image Anime in New York. You guys should go there, by the way. It's a really cool store. And yeah, it was my first time there, and oh my gosh, this figure just looks amazing. But yeah, so first off, let's get to some of his accessories. By the way, I put this, like, all this paper up here because there's too much going on in the background. I just wanted a white background so that I can, like, show off the figure in all of its effect. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, so we got this web, right? It kind of, like, it's like a web line, I guess, and, like, you can, like, I guess it's, like, a rope. Like, he can, like, rope or someone with it, I guess. But, you can untangle it into just like a straight web line, right? And we have these webs. Then we have these webs, just these shooting webs, right? When he's like shooting out webs. These, I'll show you how this works when I get to the hands, but these actually plug into his web shooting hands, right? These actually plug into his web shooting hands. I've never, actually on a Spider-Man figure, I've never seen something like that. These are his like swinging webs, right? And these plug into his fists, which are on him right now. These can just plug into like a fist right there. Boom. Boom, they can just plug into the fist and he could just, you know, get the effect that he's swinging. And then, it also comes with a stand. I'm not really going to show it in the video, right? Because it's honestly just a stand. It really is. Like, you really don't need to see it. Like, but, yeah, it's just a stand. It's just a stand. It came with, a few extra shoulder pegs, right? And, yeah, from my experience with the figure so far, it doesn't look like the shoulder pegs or anything, or any pegs in general will, pop out. Like, I'm not really scared about that. But yeah, and, this is a magnet that actually plugs in to the back of his back. Boom. Like this, right? And, yeah, it plugs into the back of his back like this. And then you can, like, pose them up on, like, your fridge or any type of magnet thing. Like, if you have the Mayfex Amazing Spider-Man 2 wall, which I do, and then you could plug them onto it. Also, the stand, actually, you can, plug this part into the stand and then have him facing this way and actually look like he's crawling on the wall instead of having his back facing it. And then, at first, I had no idea what this was. No idea what this was whatsoever. But it's actually something really interesting and really cool. I'll show you later. I'm gonna save that for later. But yeah, guys, now let's get to the hands. Alright, let's get to the hands. Alright, we got these wall crawling hands, right? Wall crawling hands. Boom. Boom, you see them? Nice. The web shooting hands. The web shooting hands, and you see, I didn't notice it at first, but you see the little pegs right there. All right, now the web just goes right into this peg, and then it can go into this peg too, and then boom. That looks wicked cool. And then we have these grabbing hands, right? And these grabbing hands, right? They're like trigger fingers, I guess, right? But they can hold on to these webs, and you can like do an effect where he's like swinging upside down or something like that. You can just plug this right into here. The fisted hands displayed on him right now, and you see, if you look closely, you can see a little hole right there, right? You can see there's a hole in both of them. And then boom, web can plug into it right there. That's like really cool. I've never seen that on a Spider-Man figure. Someone's probably done it before, but I've never seen it before. But yeah, wow, that looks so realistic. As realistic as a man in a spider suit swinging from a web can. Like, this just looks so realistic. Jeez. That's super cool. And the web, it's a really good length. It's a really good length. Like, it's like up to his shoulders. Alright? The web is up to his shoulders. The web is pretty long, and that's what I like about it. Alright guys, I almost forgot. We got the eyes for different facial expressions. And don't forget, just because, you know, there's two pairs, there's two of each eyes, you can still mismatch these up, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, we got the, you got these closed eyes, like the Spidey's looking at you like, oh my god, what are you talking about, right? He looks like he's stressed out or whatever. And then these eyes, he looks like he's surprised. He's like, oh my god, what happened, I don't know. Or, it can mean that his, like, spidey senses went off, right? And then, these are his angry eyes. These are his angry eyes, alright? And then these, shoot. By the way, put these somewhere, don't lose these. And then this, you use to, poke, these eyes out, whatever pair of eyes are in here out, and then replace them. So yeah, and then these are just his regular, normal Spider-Man eyes, right? I'm gonna show this off real quick. I'm gonna show this feature off, right? So yeah, this is how it looks when you pop the head off, right? This is how it looks when you pop the head off, right? And, yeah, it's actually two pieces. You take this one off, and, this is how it looks. Just poke it out. Boom. That one. And sometimes you might need to use your nail, sometimes you might not. Like, if it won't just slide out that easily. But yeah, this time it did. And again, you don't have to use both. You could just mismatch whatever you want. So what do I want to do? I want to do one of these. And that looks cool. He's like, what? That looks so cool. Possibilities are just endless. Alright guys, now we got Spider-Man in all of his glory. Now honestly, a lot of people may not like this, a lot of people do like this, right? But honestly, it's all about your preference. Now this is honestly, the question about this is this like the definitive Spider-Man figure? Because I feel like that's what a lot of people are looking for. They want that like definitive Spider-Man figure where they can be like, you know what, I got this, I don't need any Spider-Man figures anymore. Which I won't say, because no matter what Spider-Man figure I have, I'm always gonna want more Spider-Man figures. But you know what I mean, like you need that like definitive go-to Spider-Man figure, right? I would honestly say yes. Alright, so just look at the look. It has that very classic Spider-Man look to it. It's just so comic booky too. I really like this red. It's like a nice red. There's nothing really special about it. And then the blue, I really do like this blue. It's like a chrome type of blue. Honestly, the blue is not this dark, like in real life. It's really not this dark. But with the flash and on camera, it just translates like a purplish tint to it. It really doesn't have a purplish tint to it. It's honestly way lighter and way more blue than this. It honestly just looks like this on camera, to tell you the truth. But yeah, guys, so yeah, this is how the front spider looks. I'm really liking that front spider. Really digging that front spider. Yeah, so, and then the back, boom. The back has a peg right there. Yeah, that peg in there, it doesn't really bother me a lot. I know the scope bothers a lot of people, like how, like, it kind of, looks like, it kind of has, like, a armored look to it because of the sculpting and, like, all the cuts and stuff. But that doesn't bother me. I honestly don't know why people buy the figure. They see that in the proto images, and then they complain about it when they buy it. I don't understand it. Like, you clearly see that it has this look. I don't know why you buy it if you don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like how it's like cut down there. Like it's not that big of a deal, but I don't know. I just don't. It just looks weird. Like it looks like it was broken. I know that it's not, but it just looks weird. It looks like someone broke it or something. Like I don't like how it just swoops under. I wish that they could have found another way to do that. I know that they needed to do it because of the the articulation, right? But I wish that they could have found another way to, I don't know, it just looks broken right there. That's probably one of the only things I don't like about this. But yeah, the boots, it looks really nice. Everything on this figure, everything is sculpted in. Everything is sculpted, and this is a bit raised, but like everything is sculpted. Yeah, everything is sculpted in. Yeah, some parts of the figure, it has like a bit of a black wash effect, like you see the neck part, right? There's a little bit of paint smudge right there, if you get a little bit. Wait, where? All right, a little bit of paint smudge right there, and that bothers me. It really irks me, but it's not that big of a deal. But again, it irks me because it's like a $70 figure. Like, it should not. A $75 figure, like, it should not have flaws like this, all right? But it's not that big of a deal because everywhere else is pretty much very clean, all right? Pretty much very clean everywhere else. And yeah, even if it's not clean somewhere like this, I don't know if they meant to do this. But I like some places I don't mind it having a little bit of mess up on the paint because it gives it kind of a wash effect. Certain places I don't mind, but definitely the head right there is a place that I definitely mind it. Like, ugh. Alright, now this figure, like, you see all the cuts and stuff, like, that may bother some people. It doesn't bother me because this figure can get some crazy articulation. Alright, so, boom, boom, boom. You see this, right? Look how high this arm can go, right? And this is a Revoltech figure, right? It's a Revoltech figure. So it's not going to break. Even if you see the arm pop off, right? Not going to break whatsoever, all right? So, like, I mean, because I say that, don't go, like, berserk with it. Because you can break it. But it definitely would take a lot of work to break it. Like, you would have to do some crazy stuff to break it. Because, again, this figure is meant, all right? It's meant to be posed. It's meant to bend all types of ways. So a figure like this, like, is not really going to break on you like that, all right? If you're just, like, posing it around. That's not going to happen, all right? The joints pop off and stuff like that because you can do that, to do the crazy types of poses. So, yeah, like, look at this. Look how high the arm can go. Arm can go that high. It can go like this far back. It can go so far back. It can go low, shift up. It can go low, can shift up and down. Right here, I'm really bad at doing this stuff. I'm sorry, but yeah, it can go in that much. Look how in. That's crazy. That's absolutely mental. This figure can actually hug himself. Right? Check this out. The figure, it can hug himself. He can hug himself. That's absolutely crazy. And I'm not applying any force to this whatsoever. It's just doing this on its own. That is crazy. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. And he can go front. He can't go back that much. Like, he can go back a bit. Not that much, though. Not that much. He can go back a bit, though, a fair bit. Like, I don't really feel a need that I need to go back farther than this anyways. But, yeah, he can go back a bit. Alright? Go back a bit. He can go front. Now, he can go front a lot. Like, jeez. Jesus. Look at that. Jeez Louise. You can see all that stuff. You can see all the joints and stuff in there. Look how forward he can go. Jeez. Now the head, it can go up a fair bit, right? It can go up a fair bit. See that? It can go down a fair bit. And you guys are like, it's whatever. No. The neck. Alright? The neck gives it some crazy movement. Check this out. See how farther it goes up now? Now check it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Now you can get into some crazy poses now. Like, that looks crazy. That looks absolutely crazy. You can have like a sad Spider-Man just walking home from a day of work, right? So, alright, we got the legs. Now, the legs has pretty good articulation too, right? It can go up this much, and I mean, you can maneuver it too. Again, Revoltech joint, so you can just pop it right. It's not gonna break on you. It's really not gonna break on you, right? Yeah, they can go up this much. Alright, the dude's got toe articulation. That's crazy. But yeah, he can smell his own feet. Alright, Spider-Man can smell his own feet. He can talk to himself on the phone with his foot. Look at that. And then when you get to the knees, alright, the knees the tricky part. This is the tricky part. This is where you can actually break the figure. So really, I want you to listen to what I am saying very closely. All right, I've actually been able to figure this out. All right, because the knee joints are a bit weird. All right, it's a bit wacky. It's a bit mental. So yeah, I want you guys to be careful with these knee joints. It's not just gonna like, all right, it's doing it now. But again, look at this. You see the way that the knees are, right? It's not just gonna always go that easily, because look, you see this? It's like it has to shift to the middle. This part has to shift to the middle. Like example, this part can actually shift to the middle, right? This part can actually shift to the middle. This part that was on the side, now look, it's gonna, you can't bend it. You cannot bend it when this part is shifted to the middle. Or, yeah, you can't bend it when this part is shifted to the middle. So, do not stress that at all. This is what you need to do. When the knee, be very slow with it, right? And then when the knee won't turn, just do this. Just turn it. Just turn it so that this side is on the side. And that this part, you don't see this part whatsoever. You see this part on the side. And then it'll bend. But then if this part goes to the middle, or even to this side, it's not gonna bend. You can get this dude doing the handstand, alright? You got him doing the handstand. So this is the Revoltech Spider-Man, and then this is the Marvel Legends Civil War Spider-Man. Now you see there's a bit of a height difference. This one is actually taller than that one, which is no surprise by the way. And I just want to point out something. This figure is actually very sturdy. I just want to tell you guys that this figure is very sturdy, because usually figures that are like high quality, right, and they have a lot of articulation, in my experience, they have not been sturdy, pretty flimsy actually. With this figure, it is very sturdy. This is how far up this Marvel Legends Spidey, his arm can go. Literally, I'm not even joking. This is how far up his arm can go. Alright, now check this one out. This is how far up his arm can go. That's crazy. That's a crazy difference. That is a crazy difference, don't you think? This is how far his leg can go up, and this is how far the Marvel Legends leg can go up. He can like use his leg as a phone, and his leg can only go up this far. I mean, this isn't bad though. This isn't bad. Like the articulation on this isn't bad. Alright guys, now this is the Mafex The Amazing Spider-Man 2, alright, but I wanted to show you guys something. Now you know that if you use like a regular clip stand, let me just show you one of mine. One of these types of stands, right? And then one of these actually comes with the figure, by the way, and then you plug it into the magnet that comes with it, right? Boom, you can do that. Then have your Spider-Man. Dang, this magnet is actually very strong. Then just clip your Spider-Man onto this, and then it'll look like he's wall crawling, right? But this is actually something very cool, right? This is actually something very cool. Didn't know what it was at first. I still don't know if it's meant for this or not, but it's something really cool you can do. Okay, so boom. This, right? Okay, so this magnet, right? Clip it onto here. Then you can actually clip this, right? You can put this into here, right? You can have your Spider-Man with the web hanging upside down. Just put this through the hole, put it right up here, and then boom. Put this up a bit more, and then have him hanging upside down. But yeah guys, wow, that looks so cool. Jeez, that looks so cool. Oh my gosh, wow, that looks really cool. Yeah, guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of this figure. Honestly, this figure is all about preference. Some people might like it because of the way it looks. Some people might not like it because of the way it looks. I like it because of the articulation and the way it looks. But yeah, guys, till tomorrow, to do Terry video. I make a daily video. Come back here tomorrow. I believe that I am live streaming tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Come to my live stream. We can talk, chat about whatever. Hot chocolate, mangoes, pizza. And yeah, guys, that was pretty random. And yeah, guys, stay beastly.